Alright, so we got this HP laptop back in. It wasn't working with the touchscreen, so I don't know if the customer, or not the customer, the seller of the screen sent me a screen that didn't have touchscreen. It was a slightly different, it was a different model number, so we're going to go ahead and replace the screen again, and hopefully this will solve the issue. So if you haven't already seen this video, or the other video, sorry, the process is going to be basically the same, so nothing's going to change. But this is the HP model 15-EG0073CL. I am going to do this quite a bit faster than the first time because I'm not going to really be explaining what's inside the computer. We're just going to be popping this open and trying to do it, replace it as soon as, as quick as I can. The customer's waiting outside, and yeah, all right, I'm going to switch over to the PH1 or JS1. Again, as usual in all my videos, keep the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern. I remove them. Let's go ahead and peel this up. Basically what we're doing right now is trying to get to the battery so that we can disconnect it to make it safer to work on or replace the screen. All right. And I'm recording this just in case the seller says it's something I did with the installation, but all right, we're gonna get this. I get my fingernails in the little groove here, push with my thumb, and kind of pull with my fingernails to try and pop this out. Let's see. If I remember correctly, this is what I did. All right. Let's actually try with a suction cup. I forgot. I think I had to use my fingernails to do this, but let's try with a suction cup. Hold this edge down. Yeah, no, that's not. Actually, is that kind of working? Kind of. I don't remember if this is exactly what I did or not. I don't think so. I think I used my fingernails to do this. Yeah, it doesn't want to pop out. I might have actually even used the metal tool because these clips don't seem to want to move. So let's actually use my thin metal pry tool again here. I'm going to get in this groove and we're going to kind of lift this up and see if we can pop these clips. No, these clips don't want to pop out. Okay, actually my fingernails work just fine for this. So I'm pushing with my thumbs down here and pulling up on this side. All right, so fingernails actually work really well, as usual. Okay, then we got these edges. Again, I'm just getting my fingernails in the gap and using my thumb to kind of help bend the cover up this way a little bit. So my fingernail is kind of doing most of the work. Okay, working our way up. We're gonna go over to here and continue doing the same thing. All right, just like this, work your way up. Okay. All right, this side's being a bit tough. What is going on here? Okay, come on. Let go, please. Go. There we go. All right. Yeah, the clips on this one are somewhat difficult. Then we got that. We're going to kind of wiggle this, and here you can see it's popping up. Oh, we got this edge that's still kind of stuck there. Get my fingernail in there. Yes, I'm probably just destroying my fingernails, but whatever. Okay, there we go. We're going to disconnect the battery again, like last time, using the PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. Okay, I'm going to get all these screws out. The hardest part of this repair is basically getting that bottom cover off, I think. Actually, there was some adhesive under the screen, but I left that out, so if you see this, it's going to be missing a slight step. All right, we're going to lift this out, just like that. Battery HW03XL. All right, this isn't part of the repair because I'm just kind of showing, but basically we have to disconnect the battery so that way when we press and hold the power button, it will drain any residual power and make it safer to work on. All right, so we're going to hold on to this. All right, the screen has some stuff on it. I'm probably going to have to clean that up a bit. All right, let's go ahead and pop this out. So I pull the center up. There's a slight adhesive, and I push the outer edge down, okay, to undo the clips, and then we're kind of pulling it in towards there. So that's what we're doing. Just like this, and just like this. Okay. We've got that. We're going to rotate this over. You want to be careful. Make sure you're not getting any static built up. I have my knee actually against my desk. And we're going to work our way down here. Okay, and we're going to pull this forward. And most likely we're going to have to unclip stuff here. So I'm going to close this up a bit. Okay, and then we have these clips here that run along. I'm just going to run my fingernail into that gap there to unclip it, as you saw. All right, so here you can see those clips came out near the hinge bezel. Okay, and we should be able to lift this out now. Oh, did I forget a clip? There we go. All right, set that aside. All right, so the screen right now isn't being held in place because I didn't put the adhesive back. So let's kind of tip this forward and let the screen kind of fall down. You want to be careful because there isn't much slack to hold the screen. All right, we're going to peel this up now. Okay, peel this out, roll this back. All right, so this screen I'm gonna have to return, and yeah, hopefully they're not gonna say try and bring up something, otherwise I'll have to show them this video, and cause sometimes try and say it's something I did. All right, so we're peeling this back. There we go. There's a screen that we're gonna have to return. We'll set that aside. Okay, now we're going to open up the new screen here. Came in this fragile thing. Alright, cut that open. Cut it open. Okay. Cut the adhesive open. Open that up. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's see. We got all this bubble wrapping stuff again. Okay, I'll probably use this box to package the other screen and return it. Okay. Undo this tape here, unroll this bubble wrap here. Okay, oops. Okay, we got the screen like this. They just put it on this cardboard, but this tape came out, so it was just sliding all over the place. Hopefully this screen is okay. I'm gonna peel this tape out, okay, and set that aside. And we'll kind of do the same thing over here. All right. Gotta kind of maneuver it to get this tape to peel up. Okay, just like that. Go. We'll set that aside. And they also put a foam on this side. Alright, so as you can see, I think this is also a different screen, BOE, and warranty void if removed. But anyways, let's get this lined up and into place, and hopefully the touchscreen works. I think this is everybody using this same model. This is also, the old one is also BOE. So I don't know why they never send the exact replacement model. They always send like some compatible model. So hopefully this will work, because if it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know how I can get the exact same replacement because they keep sending me these. All right. And this was from a different seller. All right, so we're gonna line this up. Make sure it's lined up, and I'm gonna push this into place, pull it. All right, everything's lined up, everything looks good. Let's pull this cable, and while we're kind of pulling this to flatten it out, we're gonna push that adhesive back down. All right, let's go ahead and put the battery in and test this real quick before we put the adhesive strips to hold it in place. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna transfer this liner over to the other one. I'll try and do that, because if I have to return it, I have to return it. Okay, battery, just like before. I'm doing this upside down. Actually, let me close this and do it the right way. Okay, get this in, line it up, line that up, and slowly drop that in, and push that down into place. Good. And we're going to get these screws in. I'm just going to install this one because the other one for sure I have to return anyways. So let's go ahead and get that in. And then we're going to get these 4 screws. Okay. Unless this replacement one is damaged or something's even worse on it, but we'll see. All right. Dusty. All right, let's go ahead and open this up and power it up. I might have to plug it in. I don't remember if I had to last time. Power it up. Okay, the power button's lighting up, and this should hopefully come on. It's going to take a while because the battery acts as the BIOS battery, I'm sure, for this model. So let's flip it over this way just so you can kind of see. Okay, the fan is spinning, but it's going to take a while. It's probably going to say the BIOS was reset again, just like last time. I see the screen somewhat lighting up, I think. Okay. All right, somebody's messaging me. Give me a second. Oh, yep, there you go. BIOS was reset. Okay, give me a second. I need to turn these sounds off so my phone doesn't keep beeping. All right, so press enter to restart the computer. So we'll press enter. And it should restart itself. I'm going to hold this out of the way, but you can see the HP logo's there. And we probably have to do a restart. Okay, the mouse, I don't see it yet. Is it booting up or something? What is going on here? Okay, clicking the mouse worked. This isn't touchscreen either. Oh no. Alright, let's do a restart here. Restart anyways. Okay, I don't know why it's not being touchscreen on either one. Okay, sometimes restarting might help, so let's see if that helps. If not, we're going to have to put the thing back, and then we're going to have to wait for another replacement. Alright, this sucks. Nothing. Still no touchscreen. That sucks. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to do because touchscreen doesn't seem to work. The pin, it lets me type in. Okay, I'm going to peel this layer off, oops, and transfer this piece over. And yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to peel this off. I'm going to have to transfer it to the other screen. So I don't know, they don't give the exact model screen. For now, I'm going to leave the adhesive off again because I'm probably going to have to get another screen. This is being annoying. I'm going to shut this down. Okay, I don't know why the touchscreen, it doesn't want to work. Oops, let's close this up. And I'm going to put this on the replacement screen, on the old screen, but it's not working on any. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Get the replacement screen. Oh no, it's like dirty. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this back onto this, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean that up later, but I'm gonna put that on there temporarily and set that aside. Alright, so I don't know, touchscreen still doesn't want to work, but they keep sending like the same BOE model, which the original screen wasn't that, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if a seller has the exact replacement part, because all these whatever compatible replacement parts aren't working right. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and get this all back together. I'm going to click this back in. And I guess now we're going to have another screen that we're going to have to return because none of these are working with the touchscreen. Alright, click that all back into place. Let's actually get all these screws in. We can put the bezel in afterwards. Alright, so we can get this back in. Get this back in. Alright, this sucks, but we'll have to see what we gotta do. Alright, that back in, and we'll get the PH0 or JS0 screws back in. Okay, get this one. This one. Alright, let's flip this back over and get these stuck back down into place. Okay, same thing with this one. Alright, Just that, good. Get this one in as well. Line up that edge, then line up this edge, and then work your way towards the center. Okay. And let's go ahead and get the bezel back in. I'm gonna open this up. And we'll click all this back into place. Get this in. So I guess it has to do with this model. Maybe the HP laptop doesn't like this model of screen for some reason. Whatever they're using. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to push this side in first. Just get it all lined up. Click that in. Come on. There we go. Click this in. This doesn't want to line up right. We're going to work our way over here. Get this lined in. There we go. Get this lined in. There we go. Work our way down the sides. And then we can kind of put it up this way and pinch both sides here to clip everything into place. There we go. Make sure the bottom edges of this are clicked in. Okay, good to go. I didn't put these stretch adhesives. Usually there's some stretch adhesives that you have to pull out. Excuse me, but I didn't put those back. Anyways, I'm going to try going into the BIOS and see if there's any change here, but I doubt it. Oops, I pressed it too many times. I don't think there's any setting in terms of... I don't think there's anything in terms of like, yeah, there's nothing in terms of, I'm going to try loading setup defaults and see if that changes anything. I doubt it. But, yeah, alright, I think we're going to have to stop there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll actually let this boot up and see if it does anything, but I think it's going to be the same. So let's go ahead and let that start up. Alright. Still no touchscreen. Okay, I guess I'll have to bring this to the customer and see what they want to do. I'm gonna contact the customers and see if they can send me an exact replacement part instead of these compatible ones. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.